What if I told you that the 8 hours of sleep you get tonight could completely transform your tomorrow and every day after that? Most people see bedtime as the end of their day, but what you are about to discover will show you that those last moments before sleep are actually the most powerful opportunity you have to reshape your entire reality. Right now, millions of people worldwide are stuck in the same routine every day. They wonder why nothing changes, why they keep facing the same problems, the same relationships, the same financial struggles. They wake up feeling like they did yesterday, trapped in an endless cycle of monotony that feels like it has no end. But here's what neuroscience has proven beyond doubt. Your brain cannot distinguish between something vividly imagined and what is actually happening to you. This means that those precious minutes before you fall asleep, when your mind enters what scientists call the hypnagogic state, become a direct gateway to reprogram your subconscious for success, happiness, and abundance. Tonight, you will learn exactly what to listen to, think about, and how to prepare your mind, so that when you wake up tomorrow morning, you step into a completely different version of your life. This is not wishful thinking or empty motivation. It is supported by revolutionary discoveries from leading neuroscientists about neuroplasticity, quantum physics, and how hundreds of thousands of people have freed themselves from their past and created extraordinary futures. Transformation begins the moment you close your eyes tonight, and by tomorrow morning you will understand why this simple practice holds the power to change everything. Before we dive deeper, subscribe to the channel, and if you are ready to break free from your old patterns and wake up as the person you are meant to be tomorrow, type in the comments, "I am reprogramming my reality tonight." As your brain prepares for sleep, it passes through specific stages, and understanding this process is the key to unlocking tomorrow's potential. During the drowsy moments before sleep, your mind enters what scientists call the hypnagogic state. This is a unique neurological condition where your conscious mind begins to relax control and your subconscious becomes incredibly receptive to new information. Think of it this way. Throughout your waking hours, your conscious mind acts like a security guard, constantly filtering and analyzing every thought, suggestion, and piece of information trying to enter your mental space. This critical function protects you from ideas that don't align with your existing beliefs, but also blocks the deep rooting of the positive changes you most need. However, as you start to fall asleep, this mental security guard takes a break. Your brain waves shift from active beta to slower alpha and theta frequencies, creating a window of opportunity that doesn't exist at any other time of the day. In this state, your subconscious is like fertile soil, ready to accept and nurture the seeds you choose to plant. What makes this even more powerful is that your subconscious cannot tell the difference between what is real and what is vividly imagined. When you present it with positive images, empowering thoughts, and clear intentions during the hypnagogic state, it immediately begins working to manifest those mental experiences into your physical reality. But here's where most people go wrong. Instead of using this precious time to program success and happiness, they fill their minds with worry, stress, and negative thoughts about tomorrow's challenges. They replay the day's frustrations, scroll through social media, or consume content that makes them anxious or overwhelmed. This literally programs their subconscious for more of the problems they are trying to escape. Your subconscious works all night long, processing information, making connections, and preparing your mind and body for the experiences you have programmed it to expect. That's why some people wake up with solutions to problems they couldn't solve the day before, or find inspiration often comes during their morning shower. What if you could take control of this process? Instead of leaving your mental programming to chance, what if you intentionally filled your mind with the thoughts and images that will create the life you truly want? Revolutionary understanding of how our thoughts literally reshape our brain has opened the door to possibilities once considered impossible. Neuroplasticity, the brain's lifelong ability to form new neural connections, proves we are not stuck with innate patterns or habits formed by years of repetition. Joe Dispenza's groundbreaking research shows that when we consistently think new thoughts in highly receptive states like before sleep, we start forming new neural networks in our brain. These new pathways become the foundation for new behaviors, new feelings, and ultimately, new life experiences. Here's how this transformation works at a cellular level. Every time you think, your brain releases specific chemicals called neurotransmitters. These chemicals don't just stay in your head, they spread throughout your entire body, affecting every organ, cell, and system. When you think the same thoughts repeatedly, your body becomes chemically addicted to the cocktail produced by those thoughts. This explains why breaking negative thought patterns feels so hard. Your body is literally chemically dependent on stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. It expects these chemicals at certain times and in certain situations, and when they aren't there, you feel uncomfortable, restless, or anxious. But the incredible news is that this process works both ways. When you consistently feed your mind positive, empowering thoughts, especially in the suggestion-friendly state before sleep, your body begins to crave chemicals associated with joy, gratitude, excitement, and peace. You literally become addicted to feeling good instead of stressed. Science is delving even deeper into epigenetics, the field studying how our thoughts and emotions can turn genes on or off. This means the mental and emotional states you cultivate before sleep not only affect your mood the next day, but can influence which genetic possibilities are expressed in your body. Studies have documented cases where people activated genes linked to health, longevity, and vitality just by changing their mental and emotional patterns. Conversely, chronic stress and negative thinking activate genes related to disease, aging, and dysfunction. What makes the pre-sleep period so crucial for this transformation is that in those relaxed states, your brain produces different types of brain waves. As you shift from beta waves to alpha and theta frequencies, your mind becomes less analytical and more creative, less resistant and more accepting. In this state, the new neural pathways you are trying to build face far less resistance than old patterns. This certified learning and neuroplasticity state forms the scientific basis for literally creating a new reality in these critical moments before sleep. This process also plays a vital role in stress management. Chronic stress damages the brain's prefrontal cortex and reduces new learning and flexibility. Consciously releasing stress through breathing exercises, meditation, and positive affirmations before sleep enhances your brain's neuroplastic potential. This is not just relaxation, it is an act of reprogramming. How your brain and body feel, behave, and respond the next day is directly influenced by this. In conclusion, what you think, feel, and focus on before falling asleep shapes not only that night, but also your future days and the entire trajectory of your life. Intentionally programming your subconscious for success, health, and happiness is the key to your inner transformation. Now, using this knowledge, choose the positive thoughts that feel best for you before you fall asleep tonight. Focus on what you are grateful for. Feel yourself as the person you want to be in the future. Repeat this and start creating miracles in every area of your life. Remember, every night when you fall asleep, you are building a new reality. Consciously seize this opportunity and meet a brand new you when you wake up. The special purpose of the nighttime transformation meditation is to detach from who you were during the day and deeply connect with who you are becoming. This identity shift creates lasting change, not just temporary relief. The process begins with consciously releasing the emotional and thought patterns that shape your day. Instead of carrying stress, disappointment, or limiting feelings into sleep, you learn to leave these old patterns behind. This is not about suppressing negative emotions, but choosing consciously not to carry them into tomorrow. As your body relaxes before sleep, your brain waves shift from beta to more creative, deeper states like alpha and theta. In these slowing brain waves, your analytical mind becomes less active and you access levels of consciousness usually unavailable. The real magic happens when you stop clinging to the identity of who you are today and open yourself to experience who you could be tomorrow. You can feel gratitude for experiences you don't yet have, excitement for opportunities yet to appear, and lovingly connect to the person you are transforming into. The quantum field responds to your elevated emotional state by organizing new possibilities. This is not mystical thinking. It is reality supported by principles of quantum physics showing consciousness's fundamental role in shaping physical reality. During this deep meditation, many people report receiving insights, solutions, and inspiration not normally accessible. Some wake up with completely new, positive perspectives on problems they faced the day before. The key to effective nighttime meditation is maintaining elevated emotions like long-lasting gratitude, joy, or love, independent of external circumstances. A sense of abundance can intensify even before you have it. You can feel grateful before you receive what you want, and joyful before positive events occur. This state moves you to act from a higher frequency and naturally attract better experiences. This practice requires patience and consistency because restructuring thought and emotional patterns formed over years takes time. Some nights the meditation feels deep and relaxing. Other nights your mind may be restless and scattered. Both experiences are part of the transformation. The most important thing to understand is that these elevated meditative states, especially time spent before sleep, create new neural connections that influence your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors the next day. Imagine what could be possible if you connected every night with this transformative practice. You would wake up more inspired, more energetic, and more aligned with your true purpose. You would attract the people, ideas, and resources needed to fulfill your vision. You would develop the resilience to handle challenges with grace and ease. You would begin to live the extraordinary life you were always meant to live. So tonight, as you prepare to sleep, remember that you hold the power to change your life in your hands. The last moments before sleep are not wasted time. They are the doorway to a new reality. Step through that door with intention, courage, and hope, and watch as your life transforms in ways you never imagined possible.